What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bullets Gotti. Y'all already know what it is, man. Let's get into it. So, let's say, welcome home to Max B. I just want to say, Max B has come home, and he's did a lot of things that most rappers that come home from prison hasn't done. Let's keep it real. He put on for the hood, had a turkey drive, did his thing. Stinking Lincoln came out there, showed love. He got everybody, the who's who, showing them love, the names. I'm talking about from doing the Barclays last night. And I want to talk about that whole Barclays situation. You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk about the hate Max B's getting. You know, Max B's been incarcerated since 2009, right? I remember he went in, I think, right before or after Michael Jackson had passed. And, you know, the hate that man is getting from people that say, oh, he told, or oh, he did this, or oh, he did that. And a lot of these people, right, don't know what it is to be locked up. And you don't know if you're going to ever come home. And you're facing 75 years. We're talking about this man was facing 75 years. He had nothing to do with the situation. Nobody talks about Gina Conway telling on him. Nobody talks about that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, he told on Pooh Simpson, which that did not happen. If you read his case, it was conflict of interest. You understand what I'm saying? The dude, Gerald Saluti, ran for office, and he became the judge, actually. I think it was the judge or the prosecutor. It was one of the two. So, for people to say that man told, come on, stop it. We already spoke about this on my platform a couple years back when they first came with the paperwork, right? My thing is this, right? If Max would have gotten Pooh Sims a lawyer or did the same or had, you know, would have gone with Pooh Sims in there and Pooh Sims would have got his thing overturned, would he call Max a rat? Some things you got to question and say, what is dude's intentions? That's why he's hesitant to put out the paperwork and give it out, because let's just keep it real, bro. He know he wrong for that. This man had a promising career. You know, before Max B went in, he was on top of the game. Say what you want, Max B was on top. He was on fire. He had the city, the hooks, the mixtapes. His appeal was like what 50's appeal was when he came out in 02. He was big in Connecticut. He was big, tri-state, and all through the Eastern Seaboard, he was big. Okay, he was big. Max B was big. And to be big, this is why he has so many love that he's getting, because he's getting a lot of love. He got everybody, the who's who, the peer groups. French made sure he put him in position. Much respect to French. You know what I'm saying? He's in position to put his man in his position, right? He's running around with Karen Civil, you know, John Monopoly, Kanye Mans. He's running around with so many who's who names. Big producers want to holler at him and want to work with him. All the artists want to work with him. He, like I said, last night he did the Monica joint. So Max is doing a lot of things, and a lot of people is hating because they can't understand how this man come home and he just doing his thing. That's why you get the hate from a Whack 100, you know, because his artists didn't get the same love and the same treatment that Max did. I mean, you got to do a better job as a manager. You understand what I'm saying? And he's salty, don't even know Max B, never met the man. You don't know the man, you don't know the man's catalog, but you got so much to say about the man. And it's not only him, you got Choke No Joke, hating, and it's a lot of these dudes that's hating. Just look at the situation last night. They tried to attach Max, and I heard somebody told me about the situation. I didn't even know about the situation, right? They tried to attach Max B to the situation that happened with Ja Rule at the Barclays. And then lied and said that Ja Rule, Tasha K, Showface, these people should not, they platforms should not even be mentioned or respected after what they said. All these platforms that said that Ja Rule got beat up and Max B was involved, they lied on Max B. They lied and said Ja Rule was brutally jumped. That did not happen. It was a scuffle, and it wasn't what these people were saying. So these platforms should not even be credible, should not even be qualified to even speak on any topics, because they simply lied. And not only did they simply lied, but they tried to get Max B jammed up in some BS, knowing that this man's not even on that type of time. He's on positive timing. He's on getting to the bag. He taking care of his family, doing things like that, doing things for the community. That's what he's on. You know what I'm saying? He's not on that type of time where these dudes is trying to, oh, he's smacking up. Like, he's not doing that. This man done did 17 years in prison. Why would he want to risk his freedom again when he just now got his freedom? You know what I'm saying? And people is so envious and jealous that they will want that man to go back in jail, which is crazy. You know, but the hate that Max B is getting is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? What people saying about Max is like, I've heard dudes talk about, oh, he told and all that. No, he did not tell. And dudes got to stop saying that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've heard dudes on Clubhouse, dudes on platforms. It's like, yo, come on, bro. Like, dudes got so much hate and animosity that y'all blocking your own blessings. And what people don't understand is Max is still, his blessings is coming, bro. And he's been doing good. Look, Cam showing love. Cam and Mace make sure they help their mans. That's Cam and Mace mans. He grew up with them on the same block. And they made sure they mans is straight. French made sure his mans is straight. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is talking about they not going to Max B party and all that because of some petty beef from 2007. Like, Max ain't even worried about Jim. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's salty because situation with Chrissy. You know, Loon even talked about that. He was salty with Loon over Chrissy. Like, dude need to let it go, bro. You know, Shorty been ran through. Dude's been dealing with her. Like, you at your age, bro, you holding a grudge with a man that you basically robbed, that you basically blocked his blessings, and you blackballed him, literally. Not only him, but you blackballed French too, out of insecurities. And what happened? It all backfired on you. And now, look, Jones complaining about he can't get radio play. Jones complaining about this because really he never was talented like that. He wasn't the talent. The talent was Stacks. The talent was Max. And he was jealous of they glow. That's why he left. Like, Tony Ayo was absolutely right. He had two of the biggest, and Cam even said it, he had two of the biggest dope artists in the game. And he was so envious of them that he would want them to write his shit, then see them elevate to the next level. So, you know, karma's a bitch. And that's what happened. And like, now when you see Max getting the love that he's getting, dudes shouldn't be mad at that. I'm hearing dudes on the internet talking about, yo, like, come on, bro, this dude just came home and everybody got negative shit to say about dude. You know what I'm saying? Negative. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for Max. I told him, I said, yo, when Max come home, he's gonna get the same amount of love that Vibes Cartel got when he came home. And look, Vibes Cartel got crazy love. He did a sold-out show at the Barclays. Max about to do 2 sold-out shows. Like, you know, and both of them, in my opinion, was on top of their game before both of them got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for both of them. I really am. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for Max, really. Because Max, man, he been in there 17 years. Vibes Cartel, what was it, 15, 14 years he been inside? So to see dudes like that was on top of their game to come home and get embraced and get the love that they getting and getting the major cosigns, and dudes is jelly, like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is jelly and Max because of what? Because he getting so much love and you mad that you ain't get the same love. A lot of these dudes that came home that was rappers, they didn't have that appeal that Max had. Bobby Smurters, none of them, bro. the true life. None of these dudes that came home that was rapping, they didn't have what Max B had, bro. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Son went to the Jets game, got embraced by Method Man, legend. You know what I'm saying? Everybody embracing him. Everybody showing him love. Everybody happy that he home. Everybody ready to get on the collab. I'm happy. I'm happy for him, bro. He deserved this. Max B deserved everything he's getting right now. He deserves every success, every blessing, because when he was out here, bro, dudes was not trying to let this man eat. You know what I'm saying? Jim was not trying to let this man get signed. You know what I'm saying? He was not trying to let this man get signed. He was basically trying to stop this man's blessings. And now that the tables is turned, and now he's a podcaster now, and not even relevant no more, I know it sucks. I know it sucks. I know it sucks that he look at the dude that really had the swag and the trend. Like I tell people, I had this conversation. I said, yo, when you go through Harlem and you talk about the 90s, man, and the 2000s Harlem era, I always tell people this. I say, yo, Big L opened the gates and the doors for Mason King, and then Mason just carried the whole Harlem on his back with Harlem World. And then the rest was history. And then Cam continued what Mace did. And then after Cam, Max B just kicked in the door and just gave a whole new swag and a whole new slang, because what Max did, he created words that people use to this day. Shmoney, wavy, like all these words that he was using and the swag and all that came from him. So he basically, you know, opened the doors for this modern era. You know what I'm saying? The A Boogies and all these people, he opened the doors for that. The whole swag of him and Stack Bundles was ahead of his time. And Max is really ahead of his time. And it's kind of like, you know, people now seeing that dude really that dude. And I'm happy that he getting, you know, his just due right now. And all these dudes that's salty and trying to throw ill words on his name is crazy, man. Wack don't even know Max that he talking about him. Man, all these cornball, these dudes is corn clown cake niggas, man. Talking about a man that ain't even worry about them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas look like suckers, bro. Niggas look like suckers. Talking about a man that just came home from prison. How do niggas sound, man? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Max B, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, the streets is happy. You know, he getting all his blessings. He got a big show coming up, New Year. You know, he working with French with the Coke Wave joint. Like, he really doing what he doing, man. I'm happy that he back in position, getting himself back in position, and he doing this thing. And for the people that's mad at Max B, tell us why you really mad, because I can't see how niggas could be mad at an underdog. Let's keep it real. How you mad at Max B? Like, how? And why is y'all trying to throw dirt on that man's name and trying to get this man reoffended? Like, what part of the game is that? You know?